Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Proof of Work Coin News. This is your host, Coinology. This is a space and a community, an open forum to talk about proof of work coins, proof of work miners. Let's go ahead and jump into the news. Okay, moving over to the proof of work market. Currently, Bitcoin is down almost 1%. This is actually moving down the majority of the market. Some of the bigger losers are going to be Caspa at 7.5%. We have ETHW moving down 5.1%. Sia Coin moving down 3%. We also have Ravencoin moving down 3.1%. Today we're going to be talking about the Innosilicon A4 Plus LTC Master. This machine came out back in November 2017. It runs on the Script algorithm, mining LTC, Litecoin, and Doge together. This machine runs at 620 megahash and consumes about 750 watts. In its current state, at a 10-cent kilowatt hour, you would produce about $1.22 a day worth of cryptocurrency. Your power would cost about $1.80, which is going to leave you in the red. Now, comparably to a ANTMINER L3, which is down real big right now, this machine is looking a little bit better, and I will show you some different ways in this video to get this power consumption down if you're thinking about purchasing one of these miners or currently have one. Taking a quick look at the Innosilicon A4 Plus, this machine is very similar to the ANTMINER L3 Plus in that it has 4 hash boards, a control board, 2 fans, and it's just placed in a server case. Moving over to the web GUI, what you're going to need to find the actual Innosilicon A4 Plus on your network is you're going to need to use an app like Fing to find the IP address and be able to access this miner. The standard password for this miner is going to be 12345678, and that's going to give you access to any of the system features, anything you want to change, overclocks, and things of that nature. I will add the link for Fing so that you are able to find your IP down in the description of this video. But moving over into the web GUI, as you can see, we are up for just a couple minutes mining. This machine, as I said, has 4 hash boards. This machine currently is running at about 628 mega hash. Now, this machine I have already overclocked, and I'm going to go into all of that with you. Let's take a look at the miner configuration. Currently, this miner, I find it to be as far as how fast the actual system works, it's very similar, maybe a little bit faster than an ANTMINER L3 and a little bit less glitchy. I would say that the ANTMINER L3++ actually has a much faster, quicker interface, but this machine is more profitable and more efficient. So moving over to the miner general configuration, as you can see, we have set up just our standard URL for our pool, our worker name, and our password. Down here we do have some overclock settings. Now, as far as what I'm currently mining, I actually am not a huge LTC person as far as wanting to pump my bags. I may in the future, but right now I'm a little bit more focused on building my bags of Dogecoin, as I can see that that coin can move up exponentially more in the next bull run. Now, this is not financial advice. This is just what I'm doing. Currently, I am using Unmineable. Unmineable allows me to focus all of my hash power over to basically whatever coin I would like. And currently I am focused on Dogecoin, so I have this machine exclusively being paid out in Dogecoin, and currently using their calculator, it's about 20 Dogecoin a day. So I will also include the link for Unmineable down in the description. That way you can access it and follow those instructions. Now, for the miner running frequency, what we're going to do is we're going to unlock this miner by hitting the config button. Now, as we said, the miner password is going to be 1234567 We're going to log in. Okay, now that we're back in the miner interface and it is unlocked, as you can see here, the miner running frequency, you're going to want to put it at the most efficient. 1044 is the most efficient setting. Now, moving down to the miner operational voltage. The standard voltage is going to be between 24 and 25, depending on what the auto-tune sets it to. Now, we want the best efficiency, so what we're going to do is the higher the number, the lower the voltage setting. So we're going to drop it down as low as possible, which would be 27. Don't get this mixed up with thinking as far as a lower number is going to be better in the efficiency. You will overwork your machine and potentially cook it if you drop it down to 13. So drop it all the way down to 27, and that's going to give us the lowest voltage so we can use the least amount of electricity and gain the best efficiency. After that's done, we're just going to hit save, and that's going to be set. You're going to want to go over to reboot and reboot our system afterwards. This system overall does take a couple minutes to reboot. Once it's done that, you can go back over to the miner status and take a look at your hash rates and make sure everything is up to par. Now, as we talked about, this machine, the specs are set at 620 megahash. We currently are at 628, so we've actually gained 8.23 megahash, and I have seen this machine go all the way up to 630, so a little bit more hash rate. Now, the other thing that we're going to want to do is drop down this power consumption. Currently, this is set at 750 watts. Now, I have set a watt meter, and this machine is currently running at about 690 watts. Let's take a look at that. I'll drop a picture real quick. If you don't already have a kilowatt meter, you need to definitely think about owning one as a cryptocurrency miner. Currently, with this machine running for about 30 minutes of testing, we were able to drop the watts all the way down to 692, as you can see here. Now, this is much better than the 750 watts that is the standard spec. Now, one thing that I think comes into play with this is the power supply. Make sure if you are going to be running this miner that you are running a Bitmain ANTMINER APW3 or an APW7. They just are more efficient than any other mid-size ASIC miner power supply. I'll go ahead and drop a link down below. Stock fans. These fans make a ton of noise, just like any ASIC miner, so I've already removed these. Grabbed a set of Noctua fans. These are the NF12s. These are the ones that I typically use on an ANTMINER L3. Now, a couple things I want to note before we jump into the miner, since we're actually looking at the machine, is if you purchase a Innosilicon A4 Plus, one thing that you should know is if you're going to run these fans, they will not run on their own. Just like the ANTMINER L3 or the L3++, on the L3++, you need to adjust the firmware. On this machine, you need to trick it by cutting the blue wire. This blue wire is a signal wire for these fans. And once you cut these wires, the fans will run at full speed and will register to the A4 Plus that it's okay to run. So that is something that I want to note if you are planning on purchasing one of these machines, because man, these fans are loud. Okay, everyone, we've got the A4 Plus into the mining tank. As you can see, we are up and mining. Something I really like about this machine is the green LEDs on the back end of the hash boards. Also, when the miner goes down and is just idling, these will actually flash in a row to let you know that it's just kind of sitting there. It's a really cool machine overall. This machine to me is basically the new ANTMINER L3. with the current Litecoin halving coming up very soon, I believe that's in the next 15 to 20 days, the profitability of all script miners will be moving down ever so slightly. Additionally, with the ANTMINER L9 on the horizon, that may drop the profitability a little bit more. So with this miner, this machine runs at the same efficiency as 3 mini Doge Pro miners. Those are the black gold shell mini Doge miners, not the white ones, but the black ones. But yeah, this runs at the efficiency of 3 of them, which to me, this is a great value when you take that into consideration. Those small machines cost about $300 to $400 in some, on some marketplaces, whereas this machine runs at about $500. And all you need is a power supply and potentially some quieter fans if you're going to be disturbing your neighbors or whatever the case may be. Now, this machine in itself, I am going to be running just for testing purposes and, like I said, building some of my bags. I have some more script miners on the way, so I will actually be posting this miner on my Mercari site. So if you head over to my Mercari, there will be a link down below in the description. I will be selling this miner as is with the power supply ready to go. If that's something that you're interested in, go ahead, hit my Mercari link, and also let me know that you came from the channel. If you came from the channel, I'm going to give you some sort of kickback because I really do appreciate you supporting me and being able to review these miners. Okay, heading over to miner profitability, we currently have the RTX 4090 in the lead on POW doing 132 a day and 62 cents after power. Moving down, we actually have quite a few coins among the top contenders. A little bit of Paprika coins, Sky DogeNet, Novo, Dynex. The market has moved down ever so slightly. Let's check and see how far our profitability goes. So currently, GPU profitability is about 15 cents. So if you are 15 cents or lower kilowatt hours, you are profitable currently. So consider turning on. Moving over to ASIC miners, we have the ANTMINER KS3 on Caspa doing 22.45 a day. JazzMiner X16-P doing 15.48 a day. The Bitmain ANTMINER L7 is doing 9.56 a day. The ANTMINER K7 on CKB is doing 5.39 a day. And we also have the Bitmain ANTMINER KA3 doing 3.75 a day. If you hung around until the very end, thank you very much. We are currently at 258 subscribers, trying to hit 300. If you could take a moment to help me out, I would super appreciate it. Like I said earlier, we are an open forum, a respectful discussion about proof-of-work coins and miners. If you have any sort of feedback for the show, if you have any topics you want me to hit on, if you have any questions about mining hardware or proof-of-work coins, please drop them down below. I would love to assist you and love to talk about it. Thank you very much, everyone, and we'll see you tomorrow.